Oh man, Fat, welcome back. We live. Fat, welcome back. We are live.
Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Oh man, before we get into it, man, because I don't want to waste no time. I really want to get right into it, man. But first, tell the good people at home what to do, man.
Man, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the post notifications so you know when we post, man. Keep tuning into the videos, give feedback, man, and try to get us across the algorithms, man.
All right, it ain't no, it ain't no secret, man. Cat, we Alabama fans. This podcast is based off sports, period. But I wanted to do something where we can talk strictly Bama. So for the people that don't know, as you can see, this episode is titled Fourth Quarter Episode. This is the 16th episode of our biased Alabama football portion of the show where strictly Bama called Fourth Quarter. So if you ever see when you see fourth quarter in the title, that's a Bama football strictly episode. Now, granted, we got other episodes where we talk about a lot of Bama on too. That don't because there be other topics in them show. This strictly Bama, man. I just want to clarify that for the people, Fat. But Alabama lost in Tallahassee in the season opener the other day. The score was 31-17. It's the first time they lost their season opener, and if I'm not mistaken, they have won 23 straight. I'm 28 years old, so think about it like this: Bama ain't lost their first game of the year since I was 5 years old. So Fat, I want to ask you the question, man, because I know for a fact it ain't exactly the brightest day in Tuscaloosa this week. It ain't been bright. It ain't gonna be bright. There's a whole lot that needs to be done. But I just want to ask you the simple question, man. I want you to give me your honest thoughts. You can start wherever you want to start at with it, man. But try to leave some meat on the bone for me. It's gonna be 3 different segments in this episode. But the first question I got to you is, what went wrong at Florida State the other day? Don't just say everything. I want you to break it down to me. The better question should have been what went right, but what went wrong, Fat?
Well, coming into the game, I think Bama probably felt like Florida State, kind of style or whatever, however you say the quarterback name,
Castellano
was just talking. Castellano was just talking, and he wouldn't live. He wasn't gonna live it. So Bama probably went into the. I think they went into it thinking. I'm not saying they didn't take it serious, but they was like, okay, this team went 2-10 last year, so I don't expect too much. You know what I'm saying? For them to just come out and do what they, just play like they did. You know what I'm saying? And assert themselves the way that they did. I think they went out there with that mindset, and then I just think Bama just they had that one good drive, and it seemed like to me they never could get back to that same playing with that same intensity, that same drive, that same passion. They never got back to that. I feel like they got away from the running game too early. You know what I'm saying? We was getting positive yards. The run blocking was there. I don't understand why we go to it and then we jump out of it so fast. We don't even give it time to really work for real. So I think Florida State, they showed up and they hit us in the mouth. They did what they were supposed to do. Everything that the quarterback said that he was gonna do, he did. They came out there, they weren't scared of Alabama. They asserted themselves, they was ready. I felt like they was more prepared than we was. I think Gus Malzahn put on a coaching clinic. I think he ran circles around our defensive coordinator. I don't think it was close. For some reason, our defense coordinator won't make any type of adjustments to, counter the run. He just stuck in his ways and don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? And he see that this same this same style killed him last year against Vanderbilt, but he has yet to do anything to try to reverse it, try to fix it. So it's like, I don't know what we doing at practice. I don't know if like the effort, I felt like the effort wasn't there. It seemed like players was, even Bray Herbert was jogging, trying damn near walking. I'm not used to seeing this from Bama. Even when you got to win or lose the game, period. I mean, that's part of it. You're gonna win some or lose some, but it's a way that you look in the loss. You just like, it's just a way you look in the loss, man. They was out there to me like they didn't even care. It's like they were just lollygagging around. You know what I'm saying? After that first drive, it's just like it was over with. They never got back to that, man. I don't understand like what it is with our coaches not having the fire to, you know what I'm saying? We needed a spark, and we could never get that spark from a player or a coach. Like, we could never get that spark. So I don't know what's going on within the program. I don't know if it's deeper than just on the field stuff. I don't know if it's in the house. I don't know what it is, man. But I just know at the state of what Alabama is standing right now, I am very skeptical about everything right now, because going in week by week, I don't know what's gonna happen. I used to be like, okay, Bama gonna show up and do this, and Bama gonna show up and do that. Now you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because last year we struggled beating bad teams. I don't know if Kalen DeBoer just struggled beating bad teams, because they say he was the same way at Washington with bad teams. Like, he just struggled beating bad teams. And I'm not saying Florida State gonna be a bad team. You know what I'm saying? That's the first game. Florida State may go on and get to the ACC championship. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That just based off them last year going 2-10 coming into this season. You know what I'm saying? I thought that, and then them having to basically put this together, and you know, it was a quick put together. Like, they didn't even have a full year together. Like, they just really just got together. Like, the quarterback and all them really just got together. So and they got two different coordinators. So I thought maybe having all that with Florida State, they was gonna, you know, miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like everything was new. They was gonna try to, you know, learn each other. They had to learn, you know, each other's strengths and weaknesses. So it was like, for us to get beat by a team that was basically put together, it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. Like, Bama, that's the worst I've ever. The defensive performance was terrible. Offensive line was terrible. You know what I'm saying? People had their skepticism about Ty Simpson. I think Ty Simpson played decent enough for you to win. That's my opinion. Hey, whatever it is, if it's somebody that feel differently, hey, feel free to comment. But I feel like out of everybody, he showed fight. I feel like Deontay Lawson showed fight. Kevin Riley, Jeremy Bernard, them the only ones that I felt like that showed up ready to play. The rest of them, our stars didn't show up. Caden Proctor didn't show up, was a no-show. Ryan Williams was a no-show the whole game. He dropped like 4 or 5 passes. It's like he was scared. He never, like, Ryan Williams never showed me that he wanted to play football Saturday. Like, he was out of it. I ain't never seen Ryan in that state before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on with him mentally right now, but it's just like he's not there like he once was. It's just like the hunger and the motivation factor of what Ryan Williams was early in the season last year. He ain't got back to that yet. He's been in a slump for a while now. You know what I'm saying? The past few games, Ryan Williams has been in the slump. He's practically been a no-show. I'm just being honest. Jeremy Bernard been our best receiver. Maybe we bit off more than we can chew with Ryan Williams. Maybe Jeremy Bernard is our best receiver on the team. I mean, I don't know. Right now, as it's looking, he the most consistent. If he ain't the best, he the most consistent. And I think Ryan more talented. But I think Jeremy Bernard is consistent and reliable. He don't drop many passes. He always find a way to get open. He's a technician. Like it's simple, but it's like I miss the Bama that the players held each other accountable and the coaches held each other accountable. You don't see Kalen DeBoer, talking junk to Kane Womack. You don't see the players going there. You just don't see that no more. It's just the culture of Alabama right now. I don't know what state it's in right now. I just don't, because it's like everything that I grew up loving Alabama for, it no longer exists right now. That's just why I'm at with it right now.
So what went wrong? All right, let's talk about what went wrong. So you come out, man, the ball game starts. Alabama gets the ball first. Alabama's opening drive is, if I'm not mistaken, 16 or 17 plays. It ate up, if I'm not mistaken, 8.5 or 9 minutes of game clock. It results in a touchdown. On the drive, you see a little bit of everything. You see the run game successful with Richard Young, successful with Daniel Hill, successful with Kevin Riley. In that drive, Ty Simpson scrambled and got picked up some yardage with his feet. You hit some open throws to Jeremy Bernard. I know at least one open throw to Ryan Williams. Everything about that drive was magnificent. And all the Bama fans around the world, including us that was watching it. When I say us, I'm talking about Fat, me, you, P, Forrest, Pops, everybody watching the game, man. That was him. And we all, oh yeah, Bama back. This is like an old vintage Alabama drive here, right? Follow me. Alabama then goes on you go on defense. Alabama has a 3-and-out. On the third down, there's a defensive holding called against Alabama. Castellanos throws a pass. If I'm not mistaken, number 7, Deshaun Jones breaks the pass up. Is it him or Sad that broke the pass? I can't remember who. They broke the pass up. Looked like that was going to get off the field. They didn't get off the field. Defensive holding. We never did hear a thing. They never said who the holding was on. Because if it was on who broke up the pass, that's a bullshit call. Because it was not holding on the defender that was defending the pass. Could have been on somebody else. For all I know, it was a holding on somebody. It just never got clear who it was. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
That results in a first down. Next thing you know, Castellanos makes some play with his legs, get some yardage up the sideline. I think it's a couple plays later. They hit Squirrel White, transfer wide receiver from Tennessee. On a go route, he runs right by true freshman corner, Dejon Lee. I'll get more into that later. Runs right by Dejon Lee. The next play, Thomas Castellanos is in the end zone, 7-7. Okay. A lot of people think that's the moment that Bama fell apart. No, it's not. No, it's not. Go back and rewatch. No, it's not. Alabama's second drive, they drove it right back down the field. Now, granted, the run game with the Bags wasn't as successful in that second drive, but they drove the ball down the field in that second drive. Ty Simpson made some good throws. Trevor Bernard was going off. He went off all day Saturday. Found Bernard. If I'm not mistaken, in that drive, I want to say he found Rico Scott. Got hit on the key play in that drive. Kevin Riley continued to show explosiveness whenever he touched the football. Who should have got more touches. And then remember, they got down inside the red zone. This is the second drive of the game. This is the second drive of the football game. They get in the red zone. What happens? They go from 2nd and 4 to 2nd and 9. Somebody got a false start. I just cannot remember who it was. I think it was Cam Dewberry. False start, left guard. Now you back up on 2nd and 9. If I'm not mistaken, I think you get sacked. I want to say you got sacked on that 2nd and 9, which made it 3rd and 13. I could be, my order might be off. But I think it was 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13. We might have got either sacked again or Ty Simpson threw an incompletion. Next thing you know, now you went from 2nd and 4 in the red zone. Instead of finishing this drive off correctly, you start moving backwards. Guess what that does? It makes for what? A longer field goal. What would have been a 40 of 40 something an end yard field goal now turned into a 53-yarder. We have a new kicker this year. If I'm not mistaken, is his name Connor Talty?
Something like that, yeah.
I know his last name Talty. I think it's Connor Talty. If I know his last name Talty. Anyway,
yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I did not do my Google on this, but that's probably, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first kick of his career. Because I know for a fact he went out kicking last year with Graham Nicholson, and before Graham Nicholson was the best kicker we ever had, Will Riker. So I know he ain't kicked none of that Bama. So guess what? 53-yarder. You know, we Bama fans. We know how this go. With the exception of Will Riker, we know how this go. Kick is up. It's no good. From that point forward, whenever the field goal was missed, everything for Alabama went downhill. Everything went downhill. Remember, I told you in the first drive of the game for Florida State, Alabama had a 3-and-out. They was off the field. They were off the field. Then they get a penalty called on them. And they just became completely unraveled. That was one of the worst defensive performances I've ever seen from the Alabama Crimson Tide. And I'm going back to the Pete Golden days.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That shit I watched Saturday was reminiscent of 2022 at Tennessee. For the Bama fans that have trouble remembering that game, I got 2 words for you. Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah.
It reminded me of somewhat of that. It was
an
absolutely embarrassing performance defensively. Last year, remember after the Vanderbilt game, and all the talk online amongst fans was, it's time to fire Kane Womack. I said, for starters, fire him. You ain't finna fire him after his first. That's just not gonna happen. Plus, I didn't agree with that because I thought more of the problem were honestly on the players not making the plays and showing up and being consistent than it actually was Kane Womack. Right?
Yeah.
I was defending Kane Womack. I was defending Womack after the Vanderbilt game. Now, granted, in 2020, hindsight is 2020. I'm not necessarily trying to say I was right in that particular case, but it seems to me from that point forward, the defense did begin to play well.
Yeah.
Like, people quit saying it was Womack was the problem, right? I'm here to say this. I'm not going to say I have that same exact sentiment after the Vanderbilt game, because a lot of what I saw in this game Saturday, Kane Womack's scheme against that particular offense, it struggles.
It struggles.
It has reasons why it struggles.
And he won't try, and he won't do nothing.
There's reasons why it struggles. But once again, I have the same sentiment I had about the Vanderbilt game. My fellow Alabama fans, you can blame Kane Womack, you can blame Kalen DeBoer, you can blame Coach Shep, wide receivers coach, you can blame Coach Mo Linguist, the defensive backs coach, you can blame whomever you want to blame. Whenever you're not getting off blocks and making tackles and hustling to the football, running and pursuing the football at full speed, that's not a coaching thing.
Yeah.
That is strictly on the people out there that are wearing shoulder pads and helmets.
Yeah.
AKA the
they were
I can't blame Kane Womack for you not running to the football as hard as you could, or I can't blame Kane Womack because you're not tackling well. That's not on the coach.
No, it ain't.
I refuse to put that on the coach. That's not on the coach. That's on you as a player.
Yeah.
The problem with Kane Womack is you have to. It happened in the Michigan in that bowl game against Michigan last year. Whenever you're going to keep mugging these linebackers, for the people that don't know what mugging the linebackers mean, you walking both of your inside linebackers up in A gap, showing blitz. We know you're not blitzing every single play, so it's hard for your linebackers to play the position in a physical downhill manner. Fact, when every time the ball gets snapped, their first steps are taken backwards like the defensive backs.
Yeah.
That's a schematics issue by Kane Womack. I can't blame the players for that.
Yeah.
However, what I can blame the players for is when I'm looking at Justin Jefferson, who was not running through tacklers and finishing, running through ball carriers and finishing making tackles. I've seen Justin Jefferson play football at Alabama. He's a better player than that. When I'm watching Bray Hubbard, there's a viral clip of Bray Hubbard. I know for a fact he done ran through all the Alabama circuits. I know it have. There's a touchdown. Florida State is running a reverse. They're running a reverse. Bray Hubbard is jogging in the middle of the play. Dead ass jogging. And guess what?
Yeah.
On the play,
Yeah.
Bray Hubbard probably wasn't going to make the play any damn way. But God damn it, run full speed.
Yeah.
You can't teach hustling
Show
and
effort. Show some
what
type of fucking effort, bro.
Disappointing is Bray Hubbard is one of the bright spots that I was talking about coming into this defense this year. I'm not giving up on Bray Hubbard. I think he's still a good football player. I'm just saying you can't have that. I think something needs to be done about that. We'll see if something does get done about that. We'll see. That remains
no, nothing.
I just know for a fact what
I
watched the other day. And you know, saying people can probably look at it like it's hyperbolic and I'm being reactionary. And I want to let it be known, man. I want to let it be known. I'm not somebody giving up on the season. I don't think this team is done. I'm not writing this team off. I'm not counting them out. They still got too much talent. I don't care what nobody says. I'm not arguing with none of the Alabama fans that think the solution right now today is firing Kalen DeBoer because it's not a possibility and it's not going to happen. So I'm not entertaining that.
Yeah.
I'm not entertaining the giving the DeBoer talk. That's you yelling at the clouds talking to me about that. I'm not entertaining that. You have to at some point. Something has to be done. Fan, I didn't pay this no attention. I didn't know this. I swear to God, I did not know this. I found this out Sunday morning after the game. Alabama is 5-5 in their last 10 football games.
Yeah.
It comes a point, like I say, I'm not gonna say fire the boy because I don't think that's realistically on the table. However, what I will say is there comes a point, DeBoer, we're looking at you.
Yeah.
We're looking at you.
The last game we won was
Iron. The second question, Fab. Who's most to blame for the debacle that I watched the other day?
Kane Womack. He was terrible. Kane Womack, by far to me. Kane Womack. You bought back 8-9 starters on defense, and you come out there and you look absolutely terrible. You look terrible. You was lost. You was lost the whole game. Like, Gus Malzahn did whatever he wanted to when he wanted to, and Kane Womack did not try to attempt to make no type of adjustments. He did nothing to change no outcome of stopping that run. It's like I can see if, like last year, that was your first year. I gave you the pass for that. This your second year with them. They're the same defensive players you had last year. That some could have went pro, and you come out and you look like that. Out of all I heard all fall camp, how hard we was hitting that practice. We had a different outlook. You know what I'm saying? It was a different vibe and all that stuff that y'all was talking, that I was seeing in the media and all that stuff that y'all hyped us up for, and go out there and that's what you give, the performance you give. Like, I think it's on the defense by far, because I expected my defense, I had a top 10 defense last year, and I bought most of that back. So I expected for my defense to come out the gate firing. I thought that the offense will have to catch up to the defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought the defense was going to be up and rolling, and then Ty Simpson was going to have to take a little time to settle in. But, hell, Ty looked better than the defense. I'm not saying he was magnificent. That ain't what I'm saying. He was not magnificent. Ty had his faults, too. But what I'm saying is, it seemed like he was more prepared than the defense. The defense came and didn't, like, they wasn't even prepared. They had, like, they didn't even know how to get set. Like, they didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, they was walking players up, and I just don't. They was getting through. Justin Jefferson had got through a block, and he just stopped. It was just a lack of effort for me. It was a lack of effort for me. It ain't even about the schematics too. I mean, I get that too, but a lot of that was just lack of effort. They wasn't even trying. The only player to me that showed signs that he was trying on defense was Deontay Lawson. That's it. And he was the most hurt player. And I said the first drive. I pointed it out first drive. when we got on defense, I said Deontay Lawson is not healthy. He is not healthy, man. I'm sitting here looking at Deontay Lawson after every play. He's hobbling the whole entire game.
Hold up,
That's
Cap.
coaching.
Hold up, Cap. Because hold up, I'm gonna just keep going because I like the point that you just brought up. But you definitely stated early in the game, you said Lawson ain't healthy. I guess I just didn't see it. After you said that, when I started looking at it, I was like, okay, Fat got a point. Keep going.
Yeah, he wasn't healthy, man. And I don't understand how the coaches didn't see that. Like, I don't understand how y'all should know. This man just got hurt in November. Tore his, what he said, he tore his ACL or something he did. A major injury. And y'all think he's going to be ready by the time August come up. Like, that he's still nursing that injury. That's still an injury that's still, hindering his game. I know how good Deontay Lawson is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Deontay Lawson, the quarterback ran straight at Deontay Lawson, and it's like he just stepped up, and then he didn't have that push, that bounce, you know what I'm saying, to lunge at him. It's just like he was just standing there because he can't really move for real. He can't move like he wants to. The dude has an injury that's lingered into this year from last year, and I commend him for going out there giving his all, but that also can hurt you too. You know what I'm saying? That can hurt you because him being out there, they're gonna target that because they see that. Like, you think Florida State don't see that this dude is hobbling? You know what I'm saying? So they targeting that. And then the loss of Tim Keenan was definitely shown in this game too.
It was felt.
Like, Tim Keenan was very missed in this game, man. Like, I didn't realize the magnitude of Tim Keenan, that us, especially in this game, this particular guy, I knew we was gonna need him at some point down the road. Like, I knew we was gonna need him. Like, he's our most important player on the defensive line. Obviously, we're gonna need him because he's the run stopper. He clogged that hole up. You know what I'm saying? We need him. But I thought in this game,
the most valuable player on Alabama's defense. They do not have another defensive tackle built like him to stop the run. They do not.
I thought that somebody would be able to, Jeremiah Beeman or somebody would have been able to step up and
get the job done.
So get the job done. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. Maybe it was wishful thinking for me. But I didn't know if they was going to make that big of an impact in this particular game, but it did. It showed. It showed, man. You know what I'm saying? But the most to blame is that defense, man. That defense brought back too much talent. That defense is supposed to came out the gate firing in all cylinders early. Like, we shouldn't have to wait for the defense to play a good game. Like, first game, they should have asserted themselves, and they did. I'm disappointed in that defense. I really am. Kane Womack, that was a horrible job. And second would probably be the offensive line because they didn't do much better. Kane Proctor was awful. Oh my God, Kane Proctor was awful. Him and Formby, oh my God, awful. They got bullied the whole game. Awful. Pass block, we got bullied.
I just want to ask a question, right? Is it a coincidence or not that two of our most consistent players all last year and this year are transfers from Washington, where Kalen DeBoer came from, and Jeremy Bernard and Parker Brailsford?
Yeah.
Because I thought Parker Brailsford was good money Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Parker Brailsford showed up.
Brailsford even picked up a fumble and ran for some yards.
Yeah. I'm not mad at Brailsford.
For me, I ain't gonna lie to you. I am doubling down on everything you just said. The defensive performance was absolutely atrocious. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not accusing you of doing it because, hell, I've been doing it too. Maybe we shoot Deontay Lawson some bail. Maybe we are. But the dude definitely don't appear to be healthy. But he's not healthy. Like, I know he's not healthy.
No.
I want to know how healthy is he. I know he's not 100%, but is he 70%? Is he 80%?
Yeah.
Is he 60%? I'm not sure what it
Yeah.
is. I just know he's not at 100. He's nowhere near 100 right now. So maybe I'm shooting
No.
a bail in that. Kane Womack, I want people to understand. I want people to understand this, right? I want people to understand this. Alabama runs this 4-2-5, really more of this 3-3-5 stack defense, to be honest, because Quay Russo, sometimes he's a down lineman, sometimes he's kind of off the ball. It just depends on what the offense is lined up in, or whatever defensive play they have called in particular for him. But I'm gonna be honest, man. First, I want to say something about the defense in a positive way. And I do have some slight positives. I thought Xavier Brown played a decent ball game.
Yeah.
I thought Xavier Brown played a decent ball game. I'm not gonna lie to you, I went back and rewatched some of it yesterday. That Quay Russo wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Quay Russo was not bad. He didn't impact the game that we used to seeing Quay impact one, but he wasn't as bad as I originally thought he was.
Yeah.
I will shoot. I think Xavier Brown and Quay Russo are the only two players that showed up to really play a little defense, right? That's just my take from what I saw. Keon Sam showed flashes when he's no longer hurt. I mean, he just broke his leg last year too.
Yeah.
What I saw defensively, Fat, is for me, is like Duck said in the comments, man, it's the being soft. It's the being soft, man. There's something that can be done for schematics. And because guess what? We can sit up here and say that we can bash Kane Womack and his scheme, but I guarantee you this: last year when that defense started playing well, people stopped complaining about the scheme. I was never complaining about it in the first place because I have the football sense enough to know that the days of a lot of these teams running a 3-4 and a 4-3, those days are long behind us. Everybody on offense plays with at least 3 wide receivers on the field, henceforth bringing on another defensive back. Damn near every team's base now is a 3-3-5 or a 4-2-5.
Yeah.
Teams are not playing with teams are not playing with the extra linebacker, 3 linebackers off the ball now. The extra linebacker is now a 5th defensive back. That's just how football is played.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not necessarily the scheme itself for me. Because I watched that same 4-2-5 scheme stop other offenses. It struggles with this particular style of offense. So I give a lot of blame to Kane Womack because we played all Gus Malzahn did was take Vanderbilt game plan last year. But to be honest, I gotta shoot Gus this bail, man. I gotta say this about him. He used to be Auburn head coach, and I really don't want to say this, but Gus kind of one of the people that really invented the RPO in the first place anyway, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I can't say Gus beat the RPO from nobody. Like, niggas beat that shit from Gus, to my knowledge, in a goddamn way. But Gus took the way that Vanderbilt ran it a year ago and just threw some wrinkles in it. And that shit had Kane Womack in a blender for 2.5, 3, however long that game lasted. Kane Womack is still in that goddamn blender spinning around right now.
Yeah.
For me, it is absolutely insane. This is when it becomes Kane Womack's fault. Because like I said, I put way more of this on players than I do coaches. Because damn it, any coach, any player, any GM will tell you players win games, players make plays. I understand. Coaching is very important. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. However, what I have to take off the players is with Kane Womack, whenever you're getting constantly beat with this same scheme, Oklahoma did it. That's what they were, wide receivers. Vanderbilt did it. Now Florida State did it. Everybody that you play don't run that offense, true enough, but they're going to add that to their arsenal. You have to show that you can defend that. Fat, I'm not saying you got to be the 85 Bells against it, but you can't go out there, man, and be on your heels the entire game. I have to question and go, okay, what are we willing to change about this to try to stop this? Because Fat, let's call it what it is. I thought Tommy Castellanos played a good game. He played a good game the other day, right? I went back and checked the stats. I think he threw for 170, 180 plus yards. I think he ran for another 70 yards. 70, I think he ran for 78 yards, right at 80 yards. That's a very productive day. That's a very productive day. Fat, it's not like Castellanos went motherfucking Lamar Jackson at Louisville.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't go ape shit crazy.
Vince Young
now, granted,
in the
they
championship.
offense killed us. What I'm saying is, we struggled against Diego Pavia with this offense. We struggled against Tommy Castellanos with this offense. I'm going to go and tell you now, and I don't want to look way too far down the road because we got to get to Louisiana Monroe. I understand. I'm just speaking now just on some future shit. When you're into Oklahoma with John Matilla is an elite quarterback. They do a lot of this same shit.
Yeah.
The messed up thing about the feeling that we as Alabama fans have right now, Alabama can go out there and look good this week, and damn it, I think for right now, it just make us all feel good to watch our team play and win a game. I can remember last time Alabama lost back-to-back games. We lost our bowl game and our season opener. Alabama is on a losing streak.
Yeah.
So first off, I want to see us play somebody and lead a goddamn game with more points than them. That'll help me feel better first. But Fat, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Even based off as ugly as that shit was yesterday, we expect us to go out and dominate Louisiana Monroe. We just do. I don't care what none of the pessimistic fans is being negative trying to tell you. In the back of even their minds, we expect to dominate Louisiana Monroe. So you're not gonna be impressed by nothing that you see next week. And let's be honest. Because after we get that win, then assuming we get the win, you'll start feeling a little better. You're not gonna be that much impressed by beating Wisconsin the following week either.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be impressed or know where we're at, and you know what I'm saying? If you go, okay, this is what's going on in the building. Now things have changed. We didn't so we're better until we go to Georgia. That's the most frustrating thing about this loss.
Yeah.
That is the most frustrating thing about this loss. I'm with you. Kane Proctor, real talk, man. Real talk. I don't think Kane Proctor is a bad football player. I don't. I've seen Proctor play good games. I have. What Kane Proctor struggles at, he's not good in space. He's not good in space. When you put Proctor in obvious passing situations, he damn near toast.
Yeah.
We have to have the run game being extremely effective in order for Kane Proctor to be the player that he can be. I've been saying that he might need to be playing at guard. Kane Proctor should have moved to guard like Evan Neal did.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there. But maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why that change ain't happened. Maybe they see something in it. Maybe he can become I don't think he's a bad tackle. I just believe he will be so much better suited at guard. I really believe that. Nonetheless,
he
had a very rough day. Ryan Williams had a rough day. I want to say this, man, because I do know the game of football. Even in a rough day for Ryan, Fat, he can impact the game because we have to be honest. Some of these looks and these catches to Jeremy Bernard getting he wide ass open, that's off the strength of Ryan.
Right, yeah.
Because the defense is paying so much attention to him. That's not me taking nothing away from him. I think Bernard a dog. I was saying that last year. I think I'm still a firm believer. I think Ryan's our best receiver. I think Ryan's our best player. I do. Because he can ignite the team and excite the building in a way that Bernard just can't do. That's not a Bernard. I'm with you. He's a technician. He's always Bernard is like 7-Eleven. He's always open.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So Ryan has to be better. He has to be better. It's unfortunate that he suffered the concussion at the end. I really hate that. Don't know if he's gonna play this week or not. Not sure. They say any day today. I honestly expect him to miss this game. Be back by Wisconsin next week. I also saw that the boy said Tim Keenan should be back next week. So those are some things, you know what I'm saying? You're starting to get some guys healthy. We know Jam will be back by the Georgia game. But just, man, all in all, man, I have to, if I got to give somebody most of the blame, man, my order, I would go, I got to go Womack first. I'm going defensive player second. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I feel like we stopped running the football way too early in the game. I got to give Ryan Grubb some blame. I do. I have to give Grubb some blame, man, because we came out and the first drive was poetic justice, and then I don't know, we just went straight to let's fuck it, let's chuck it every play. I don't know why, but there's a lot of blame to go around, man. But I'm telling you what I have a firm belief in, man. I'm not saying that this team will win the rest of the game, lose the rest of the game. I don't know how it's gonna go. I have a strong confidence in whatever. We won't see that again.
Yeah.
We won't see that again. That was an extremely piss poor performance, man, all around the board. There was no hustle. But Fat, this is the last question for the day, man, and I know this is probably the hardest one to answer. I actually want to go first, if you don't mind. But I'm asking the question anyway. I want you to be thinking of it. Do you have any positives from the game the other day? Because I'm going to give you mine. Positive number one, Jeremy Bernard. Jeremy Bernard played a damn good football game the other day, man. I think his final numbers, I don't want to say he ended with 8 catches for 146 yards. Bernard played like somebody that wanted to win the football game the other day. From now on, Bernard has officially earned, whenever I think you a dog, man, you get one name. I used to call it like your first and your last. I quit saying both of them together. He's no longer Jeremy Bernard to me. That's Bernard, man, for me. That's just, I told you that I'm going to start calling him Mr. Consistency. And when you got a point, man, he very well might be our best wide receiver right now. I'm just looking at Ryan's talent, who I think has the highest ceiling, but I'm not mad at nobody that's saying Bernard is our wide receiver one, at least right now as we speak. And I'm be honest, I don't have much of an argument for you. I don't. And I'm not the type that's going to put my receivers against each other anyway. Hello, they can both be wide receiver ones. That's not a bad problem to have. That's my.
And Jared been there long. Jared been in college long.
Number two, if I got a second positive. For the people that when Alabama lose, man, it's always got to be some drastic change. You either got to fire the head coach, you got to fire the defensive coordinator, or fire the offensive coordinator, or change quarterbacks, or something. You have to do something drastic every time Alabama lose a game, especially to some like one of them kind of losses like you just watched the other day, right? For the people that's screaming change the quarterback, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be honest. If y'all can remember, man, if you watch this podcast, especially if you were watching last year, man, I was one of the more adamant Jalen Milroe supporters throughout the season, even when it probably wasn't, necessarily, it wasn't a very popular thing to be, but I was, because I was a Jalen Milroe guy. I liked the physical traits that he possessed. I just thought he was a otherworldly talented player. I did. He had his flaws. I was watching that game the other day. I always have a moment when a player just become one of my, just somebody that I go, okay, I like what I just saw. That game was pretty much decided. The game is over. We down 2 scores. It's a 4th down. We can easily, fuck it, mail it in. Ty Simpson was scrambling on the play. He's scrambling. He breaks a tackle, and he tries to run for the 1st down, and he gets stopped short. That effort that I saw him give on that play right there made me, I'm now a Ty Simpson guy. I'm a Ty Simpson guy. Yeah. I'm a Ty Simpson guy. I am. Because I like fighters. I like a football player that's gonna fight for me to the end. I saw that with Ty Simpson, man. Did Ty Simpson have his struggles in the ball game? Yes. Is he the reason we lost the game? Hell no. Simpson is not a top 5 reason that we lost the game. There were moments that he didn't trust his reads. There were moments that he left pockets that were clean. There were moments that offensive line was just getting killed. Some of that running for his life was not his fault. Some of it was his fault. He was like a quarterback that played his first start. I think he's going to get better with repetition. That's generally how it works. But, man, I like what I saw from Ty Simpson just from a pure gut standpoint. That's a positive. Yeah. The quarterback being a fighter. I'm not mad now with Ty Simpson having that seed being a captain. I see why he's a captain. I don't know why Jeremy Bernard's not a captain, but I get why Ty Simpson is a captain now. I like to fight. I'm sorry. And people might hear that and go, man, that's crazy. I don't think he's that good of a player. He's only got 1 start. Let's see more from him. I hear all that. I'm just saying the type of football players that Q like. Ty Simpson showed me he's willing to go to war with you. I saw him fight. I saw
Yeah.
a fight the other night. That's a problem. That is a Ty Simpson, Jeremy Bernard, Parker Brailsford were all positives for me the other day. They were all positive. I like what I saw from Ty Simpson. The game might not have been the best in the world for him, but that play towards the end when he was scrambling and he was just trying to make something happen and he was stopped short. But I saw he's willing to leave it all on the line. I want that guy in my foxhole with me.
Yeah.
That's a positive for me. In a game like this, I gotta grab some positive in there or some damn well. Yeah. I'm not grabbing for that one. That's a genuine positive to me. I am now officially, just like I was with Milrow, now until further notice, I'm a Ty Simpson guy.
Yeah. And I can touch on, based on what you said, I agree with, most of the players you said. And another guy that showed me some fight and showed me a will is Kevin Riley. I was very impressed by Kevin Riley.
Yeah, I missed that. 28.
Kevin Riley
he should have got more
gave me a positive, he gave me a positive. Like Kevin Riley, for him to come in and, he didn't get much rip last year. Was he there last year?
Kevin Riley, yes. He was a true freshman. He was a freshman last year.
Yeah. Yeah, he hadn't got much rip, and for him to get in and do what he did, I mean, I took a positive in that. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, man. Kevin Riley provided a spark and the juice for that offense the other day. He should have got more than he did.
He did. Hopefully this game, hopefully this game against UL Monroe, he gets more touches. If we stay on the tip of running the football, I gotta see us, this is how I feel about the run. I don't give a damn if 3, 4, however many running backs we're gonna run. I don't give a damn if they have 100 carries apiece. If it's working, run the football.
Yes.
Run the ball.
Yes.
I'm not gonna make you stop me. I'm not gonna make you, what's the name? I'm gonna make you stop me.
Yes.
I'm not gonna stop for you. I'm not gonna do your job for you. You got to stop me. I'm running this football. If I gotta run, however many running backs we play at a time, if they get 100 rips apiece, and it's positive, my quarterback ain't gotta have no stats. I'm just being honest.
Hold up, man. I'm reading the comments, man, and Duck said Jefferson was bad, which he was awful. But man, your boy, he said Red Morgan was bad. And I just know how you was on Red Morgan last year. And when I think about it, real talk. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm out of positive. I got to close on a somewhat of a rant. Because we finna wrap this up. I'm gonna say this here, man. This is my last rant. I'm done. We're gonna wrap this up. We're playing too many players.
Way too many players.
Because I know I said I was gonna bring this up because I said somebody earlier. I said I'm gonna get to that later. On that play that Florida State hit down the sideline on that first drive, you have Dejon Lee in that corner and you have Zay Missy in at safety fat. They're both second stringers. They're both on the depth chart literally as the number 2. Why are they in the game on the first drive? It ain't no way in hell we that tired on defense on the first drive. That's number 1. We're playing too many players. Fat.
Yeah.
I'm watching the game. I saw Elijah Brooks, Dejon Lee, Justin Hill, true freshman edge rusher came in. Red Morgan was in the game at some point. He got, I think, ran through in one of them touchdown plays or whatever. It's like this here for me, man. I'm not saying that none of these guys they can't be talented players, because I think some of the names I just named are going to be potential stars for us in the future. Brooks, Dejon Lee. I think one of the true freshman tight end, Caleb Edwards got playing time. I think at some point in time, Derek Meadows, the 6'5" wide receiver, he was in the game at one point in time. We're playing too many players. Okay, answer this me. Why did we play 4 running backs the other day? I understand.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless we're blowing somebody out in this mop-up duty, there is no reason why 4 running backs should play unless another running back get hurt during the game.
I don't understand.
And Kevin Riley only have 9 carries apiece. We're playing way too many players. Then for DeBoer, this is where Kalen DeBoer lose me. For him in the press conference yesterday to come out and say, "Oh yeah, well, Jaden Roberts was available. He could have played if we felt need be." God damn it, we played everybody else. So we played everybody else. Now he was. Jaden Roberts had been concussion protocol. I understand that, but to my knowledge, if the medical class steered him, he should have been out there. He should have been out there playing. I will say this: Geno Vandermark, his replacement, didn't have no bad game. I'm just saying, Fat, don't sit up here and tell me that if he was available. He was available if need be. He would have won the game. And at some point,
why didn't he play?
I'm watching everybody. We clearing the damn bench. How come the one player on the bench with the most experience? Why he ain't out there?
Why he ain't playing?
It's almost as
why he ain't playing.
Sometimes the boy just comes off as tone deaf. He just comes off as tone deaf at times. And not that he can't coach. I'm in the minority. I do not want to fire Kalen DeBoer. I think that would be stupid to fire Kalen DeBoer. I still think Kalen DeBoer is a damn good coach. I know that I might be on that island by myself right now. In fact, know this about me. I do an island by myself. I don't mind doing that. I don't.
Yeah.
However, DeBoer says things at times in these pressers. He just comes off as tone deaf, man. We have to get a sense of urgency back in the building. We do. And we got to stop playing so many damn players. We do. There ain't no reason. There ain't no reason why on the first drive of the game, our starting secondary ain't the one that was out there on that deep bomb they got hit. Xavier Brown played corner all last year. Why do we have a package where we have 6 DBs on the field, a dime look, which is fine when you're trying to play like prevent or something? I got to get past everything. I got a problem with that. For starters, why do we have 6 DBs on the field against Florida State when they're running down our goddamn throat? That's a scheme. That's a coaching thing in its own. But beyond that, how come in this 6 DB look, why are we taking our true starting corner, Xavier Brown, who played the position all last year as a true freshman, and moving him to the inside, put him at the nickel, and putting the true freshman on the island, Dejon Lee?
Yeah,
that's dumb. That is idiotic.
That don't make sense.
Blame Dejon Lee at all.
That don't make sense, man.
On that go ball, because just calling it like it is, the kid had no business being in the damn ball game. That's not on Dejon Lee. That's on Womack or the boy, whoever decision that was to put Dejon Lee in the game right there. That's who that's on.
Exactly.
That starts with the adults in the room. Cause remember, man, these players are kids. It starts with the adults in the room. That is piss poor coaching. Yeah. That's piss poor coaching.
And Q, the touch on Kalen DeBoer, what you said about him and his press conferences, to me, at Kalen DeBoer press conferences, when he be talking, it seemed like after you listen to one of his interviews, it seemed like it be a lot of meat left on the bone. Like he leave you like, damn. That's it. Like, damn, nigga, go into detail. Like, be more, you feel me? Like,
he gives you a big word salad where he says a whole bunch of nothing, which I don't care nothing about.
Yeah, a whole bunch of nothing.
I'm about what's on the field.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that's just the way his press conferences come off for me.
Yeah. Yeah, for me. That's why I can't listen to Kalen DeBoer, because it's like he's going all the way around the world, but just saying the obvious thing that everybody sees and he see, and just say that. Quit going around this world trying to, sound politically correct, as we would say, and just go and just state what's going on. Like, just get straight to the point, man. You saying all these big ass words going around the world. Just say, find the point, go straight to it, and address it. That's it. That's why I can't watch it. Yeah,
that's it for me. I'm gonna say this, man. In closing of this episode, man, I want to reiterate. I don't think Kalen DeBoer should be fired, so I'm not arguing with the fans that do. For starters, for me, that's for 2 reasons. I don't think he should be fired just because I still think the dude a good coach. And for number 2, right now, firing Kalen DeBoer is kind of not possible, and it would set the program back. Whether or not y'all want to hear that or not, it costs too much money. You can't afford to fire him, keep over NIL with recruiting and maintaining your roster, paying a new coach. It's just too much money. So I'm not entertaining the fire DeBoer crowd. I think this team still has everything left in front of them. I understand, man. Based on what we say, if you out on the board, you out on this season based on what you watch Saturday. I don't blame you at all, because it's sometimes, man, it's hard to pull positives. Like I said, this episode been running damn near an hour. The positive segment, then it was kind of short. There ain't many positives.
Yeah.
The only positive that I can to sum up my positive, I think from this point forward, it's got to look better. I think it will look better. I think you will see a team play with a different sense of urgency from this point moving forward. I'm not out on this team, man. I don't think the season is over. I don't. That could just be the fan and the me trying to be optimistic. If that's what this sounds like, I'm totally fine with it. But
yeah,
I am willing to admit that what I saw the other day was concerning, man. It was. But I do think they'll get better. They'll learn from it. I'm ready to watch them Saturday night, not because they play in Monroe and I'm assuming that we should win the ball game. I'm just ready to see how we respond after a loss, man. I want to see this group show me how they can respond to adversity. That's what I'm ready to see.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm ready to see.
Yeah.
That's you got anything else, man?
That's it, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Now that we've done this, I am officially putting this beyond me. I am, you know what I'm saying? It's time to move on to Louisiana Monroe. It's time to move on to Louisiana Monroe, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, fan. These type of games when they play like Monroe, I don't have a score prediction. We're not doing that for the Louisiana Monroe game. And you could say, well, hell, y'all get beat by anybody now. That could just be the Bama fan and me still talking. I ain't to the point yet where I'm ready to do a preview and prediction on Louisiana Monroe. But I just want to show up, man. Look like we're supposed to look. I want to get back to playing complimentary football. I want to get back to the point where I'm watching us play and we struggling on one side of the ball and the other side of the ball, and one side of the ball gets the other side of the ball going. I ain't seen that in too long. Yeah. It's been too long since I saw it. I want to see my defense get my offense going, or my offense get my defense going. Or, damn it, a big special teams play. I want to see something ignite this football team. It's too much talent.
Maybe it's playing at home.
The boy is too good of a head coach. Trust me. I understand. It might be dark. It's dark in Tuscaloosa this week. It's dark. It ain't no shining in T-Town right now. But at the end of the darkness, it's always light. Whenever it can rain 60 days in a row. Eventually, that sun got to come up.
Yeah.
Bama fan, sit back. We're going to be all right, man. All right, man. That's going to wrap up this episode, man, of No Excuses or fourth quarter, the Strictly Alabama portion of this channel. We do appreciate y'all for watching these videos. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to the Alabama fans. Roll Tide. We out.
We out.